I'm Tony Brown. The illegal immigration crisis is proving one thing: all blacks don't think alike. My guest on this program is Dr. Carol Swain, a professor of political science and law at Vanderbilt University and editor of Debating Immigration. Welcome to the program, Dr. Swain.
It's a pleasure to be on.
You had a book out a few years ago, and it was, you won all the awards. What book am I talking about, and what year was that?
Well, my first book won 3 national prizes, and that was published in '93 and updated in '95. It was called Black Faces, Black Interests, the Representation of African Americans in Congress. And since then, I published The New White Nationalism, Contemporary Voices of White Nationalism. Both relate very much to the immigration issue.
Now, wasn't the second book nominated for a Nobel Prize?
A Pulitzer Prize.
Pulitzer Prize.
Pulitzer Prize,
yes.
And it was nominated, but it actually did not win prizes. I believe it's the most important work I've done in my life.
All right. Now, we today are going to talk about the new most important work in your life, and that's Debating Immigration.
Yes.
It is, even by both sides of the spectrum, acknowledged as illegal immigration, and I'm distinguishing from immigration. The reason being that I don't find much debate in America over immigration. Americans generally agree that immigration is a good and healthy thing for the country and an American tradition. It is the illegal in front of immigration, or illegal aliens, that it has created the tempest in a teapot that Americans are really concerned about. So if I might, let's start with your book. You edited this book.
Yes.
And your particular chapter makes what point, and explain your point of view in this on the issue of immigration and illegal immigration.
Well, first of all, immigration is a new topic for me. I moved into that area because there were some issues that were not being addressed by the scholars doing research on immigration or by the mainstream politicians. I felt very strongly that African Americans were being negatively impacted. I kept waiting for the scholars. I kept waiting for the politicians to speak out, and nothing was happening. And so eventually, in 2005, I had a conference in which I brought together large numbers of people from different sides of the spectrum to discuss immigration. And at that time, I sought someone to write a chapter about the Black Caucus and immigration, and there were no takers. And so I wrote the chapter, and I looked at who represents African Americans when it comes to the immigration issue, and I concluded that it's certainly not the Black Caucus.